Hey guys, I'm Nitin. So today I'm going to show two things. One is a little bit of updates from the Sim Exchange and the Contract Explorer. But yeah, so I think Travis previously walked through us a bit of updates here and there. So I have a couple of more updates which I'm working in parallel with Travis. So I just like quickly going to show what that exactly is. One thing is with the contract selection. So earlier we had a ugly drop down of entire ongoing list. So right now we just like clean the UI a bit. We haven't added the filters yet, so that'll be coming in the coming days soon. So this is one update which I want to give. So probably it's just as simple as navigating between a bunch of contacts, which is much cleaner now. And yeah, user can search and whatnot. I see a bunch of comments. And yeah. And one more thing I just wanted to show, which right now I'm currently working on, is the ability to request collateral tokens. For example, right now I am on a contract with based on Ethereum. And if I switch over to a contract USDT, so right now the SIMEXION requires certain collateral tokens in order to like trade in. So this is the feature we've been working on. So this would be an initial UI, I can say, where this will be like presented before the wallet. So once we request certain collateral token, let me quickly do that. I hope it works. This is still in development. So yeah. Anyway, so once we request the available to deposit section over here, that will get updated, which will be current. Yeah, I think the transaction is confirmed. I'll just quickly switch between an Ethereum contract versus, yeah. So yeah, still a bit of my polishing here and there is there, which we are currently working on. But yeah, you saw the flow of how, the requesting of the collateral token, and now user can deposit how much ever tokens and then trade on. So this is a minute update for the SIM exchange. And the other one is with the Contract Explorer. Just let me quickly switch to that branch.
Well, you did a great job on that UI. That's so much better on that drop down. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the old Contract Explorer.
Yes. Give me 1 second. It's in another branch. Let's stop the share and ask for any questions if you guys have got before starting the other one.
Not a question, but I just want to say that I think that the flow there for depositing collateral looks really good.
Yeah, I think Lazar also had a question regarding that. Probably, it's better for him as well.
Yeah, looks awesome, guys. I mean, I maybe for somebody who is gonna watch all of these, they are not gonna think that it's such a significant move towards getting things done. But I think that you guys are right now in the position of wrapping up the last 20%, which is always takes 80% of your time. So I definitely see a lot of progress being made as somebody who's been tracking it from day one. Good job, guys.
Thank you, Lazar. So, starting the D app. Excuse me, guys, because it's in a different branch, so we're working in parallel. So I was just trying to switch between branches.
That's okay. I could play some music.
Yes, for sure.
We can play a Jeopardy song.
Is there any question with respect to UI and the experience which you guys want to share?
Ooh.
Anyways, yeah. So hey guys, I'm Nitin. So today I'm going to show our new grid view of contracts. I think we've already shown this earlier, but we just like made minor polishing here and there, and I just wanted to give you an update with that. So yeah, so this was the previous contract list which we had. This basically bunch of list of contracts which is there currently. Right now we're in the process of renaming this. Instead of showing the Oracle query of what the contract has, we'll just like show the type of Oracle. For example, if this is retrieving from Binance, so we'll be showing this Binance over here. So that update is probably in this week or next week's progress. Yeah, so and then we can probably click on this more option and see a bunch of additional details over here. You can copy whatever the address of this contract and address of the token as well. So this is a simple table list of this thing. So we also wanted to do a more visualized view of this contract.
Nice.
And so this just another representation of the table which we had over here. And the two blobs over here shows the two different tokens which is involved in this contract, the name of the contract, and how much balance and when is it expiring, and what type of collateral this is based on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a simple modified UI of the contract list.
So Nitin, to filter this view further, I see all contract, all tokens.
Yeah. So we also have a bunch of additional filters over here. So which I guess we will be adding bunch more in the future, near future, and definitely we can filter based on any expiring soon contract. I don't think so right now any contract which is expiring soon, and contract which has high balance, and we can also filter with contract which is based on Ethereum or just USDT, stuff like this, and of course by name. Yep.
Great. Is there, so when you click on the contract, I see the more details in the upper right-hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just click in general on that contract, do you jump over into the SimX with that contract
selected?
So,
yeah, that's the idea, Robert. But right now it's not yet implemented. But okay. Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll get that.
And then one other question.
Yeah, go ahead.
On the other view, on the list view. Mm-hmm. So from the Oracle perspective, there's the source, but there's also the provider, as I'll call it. So there's Oracleize it or Chainlink. Would that be helpful to do that designation there or no?
As in, show what Oracle we are using, is it?
Yeah, so just to give an indication of which Oracle and then which source inside of that Oracle. I don't know if that makes sense, but
yes. So the plan is to because I don't think we are using for this contract sense makes much better sense. For example, if this is using Binance or if it's using Chainlink and showing that instead of the query makes much sense, right? So that is the plan which we have right now. I think it's in this week's progress. But yeah, let's see if we get done, and probably we can show it off the next week's call.
Okay. Yeah, you broke up a little bit there, but I think the answer was yes. You're gonna do both.
Yes.
I got two small questions for you, Nitin. Just maybe one is more of a suggestion and one is a question. A list view shows the base token and labels it as a base token. As I noticed, when you go to the grid, you call that collateral. So do you think that maybe just for the sake of, keeping things clear for anyone who's a new user and does not understand probably that the base token and collateral are the same thing, would you kind of like standardize how you want to call it? Do you want to call it base token and you want to call it base token across the entire platform, or you want to call it collateral and just have it say collateral wherever is supposed to be, listed?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, Lazar. Yeah, I think we have to kind of change this. So Phil, if I'm not wrong, I think we've kind of finalized with showing collateral across the CMEX, across the DApp,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. Definitely a very good catch. But yeah, we want to use the collateral terminology everywhere. Just because
Yeah, just for the sake of, you understand why, of course.
Agree.
And
Yes.
one more thing also, since the grid view looks very nice and it provides an option to visualize things, did you guys think about maybe having a different color sort of as a background or as a shadow behind the collateral token? Because you have EOS and ETH, for instance, and they both have like this green boundary around them, border, sort of. Were you considering the idea of collateral tokens having that orange color, for instance, so that people are always aware that, both visually and in written form, that is the collateral token of that contract? I mean, that's just an idea. It doesn't have to be implemented because you wrote it in words in a way, which of the two tokens is the collateral token. I just meant since this grid view is really visually grateful form to do things graphically as well. I would suggest that maybe, you can demonstrate us how would it look if you would have another color, just for us to see whether there's any sense to do that.
And that makes sense, because assigning your property definitely gives an easier way of reading the data, definitely. So probably I think we can do something around that. That's a really good suggestion, Lazar. We'll probably do something in that.
I think that's not a bad idea. Also Also, on the top, you have that green border on the top of each of those. Maybe you could use different color scheme depending on how close to an expired the contract is now.
Yeah, that's the idea. So I think it's already implemented.
Yeah.
We don't have any expiring soon right now, but yeah, it's already implemented. So in the market.
Oh, it is. Okay, that's awesome. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna look. Maybe it's all gonna be colors all over the place, and it's gonna look awful. But it's just a thing that you can play around with, I guess, and then we can again organize some kind of voting and stuff like that. Yeah, basically what you just did. Yeah, so we can figure it out and ask the community for some feedback, and then decide on the design is the best one to implement based on the feedback that we got.
Definitely. That's a great suggestion, Lazar. We'll definitely do that.
All right. And if you really want to get fancy, you could even use a token or a coin library for the. I think there are a few out there. I know this is all polish and finish, and I know it takes time to do. So I don't want to pile on.
Yeah, that's in the plan as well. So we also need that in the SIM exchange to show what type of collateral, and definitely makes sense to show the symbol and the icon over there. Definitely we can do that.